Hey there guys, this is Kelly. I am the leader and the CEO of Team Tubby to Toned. And so what I wanted to do today is I wanted to talk to you about being a leader to a team that is growing larger and to a team that has a bunch of different varying people in it who want to work the business, who say they want to work the business but they don't really work it, and then those people who are inactive or discount coaches who kind of go inactive, active, inactive, active. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you a system so that you can have some control over this and to give you a sense of reassurance and a peace of mind as to how you need to be working with those people and if you need to be working with those people. So first and foremost, what I want to say is that if you are looking for rock star coaches who want to take this on and who just want to excel and go crazy with this and invest all of their time and energy, and they see the vision in this, you need to be a rock star coach who is investing your time in this. You see the vision, you have a vision, and you put all of it into your vision. Because, as a leader, you are only going to get people who you are like. So if you are somebody who is not fully engaged in this and not really putting everything into this, you will never have a rock star coach. You'll never end up with a Lindsay Matway or any of those kind of coaches because, there's a ceiling. And if you're only here and you're looking for somebody up here, you're only ever going to attract people who are going to meet you eye to eye. So it's important that if you want a rock star coach, you need to emulate rock star coach characteristics. You need to be that rock star coach so you can attract rock star coaches as well. Secondly, it can feel really stressful. You have a team, you have a bunch of people, and you are just like, dude, why won't some of these people get it? Like, why aren't they working their business? They told me that they wanted to work their business. They told me they wanted to earn money helping people, and they've fallen off. And the truth is there's a variable in this business, and that variable is your coaches and their ability to put their money where their mouth is. So you're going to have people who are going to sign up and they're going to say, you know what, I want to rock this, I want to put everything into this, and then when push comes to shove, they don't do anything and they fall off. Or they are consistent for a week and then you just totally go, and you're wondering where the hell they went. And for me, that was something that was really frustrating for me, is to deal with that. Because, you kind of take it personal. You're like, is it something I'm doing wrong? How can I be a better leader for these people? And the truth is that, you are going to have people who are going to sign up and they're going to say, look, dude, I want to do this. And they're just going to fall off. And that's because they're not developed well enough as a person. Maybe they just don't have the vision and the belief in this. They could have something going on at home. There could be any reason. And the truth is it's not you, it's them. Because if they truly wanted it, they would find a way. There's been plenty of coaches who have built a strong, ridiculously amazing business without having an upline coach. And they had to do it from the ground up, just like Lindsay Matway. So it's important to understand that it's not you. I mean, sometimes it could be you, don't get me wrong there. But for a large majority of it, it's just the person that you hired in, they don't see the full potential. They don't have an understanding about what this can do for them. And that doesn't mean you just totally say, and just throw them out the wayside and just say, I'm not going to work with you anymore, because you would be doing yourself and that person a big disservice. Because, I was a discount coach really for about 1.5 years. I sucked at Beachbody, and so I just decided to stick around for the discount. And then finally, because I was friends with other coaches, I decided to pull my head up out of my ass, and I saw the success other coaches were having, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to do this. And so I started doing it. So it's important for you to still be there for those people who are discount coaches, and I'm going to show you the system to follow so that you can have some clarity as to how you should be managing your time. So what I want you to do is I want you to take out a piece of paper, And I want you to write down the names of your coaches. Now, these aren't the names of my coaches, but this is just for demonstration purposes. But write down the names of your coaches. And then what you're going to do is you're going to select a color for blue, or for threes, you're going to select a color for twos, and you're going to select a color for ones. So now we're going to rate our coaches. So the coaches who would end up with a 3, those are your coaches who are rock stars. You don't really have to pour fuel on them because they see this. They want it. They're working their asses off to get there. They don't need your momentum and help. But, rightfully so, it would be cool to have you around. Just because they are somebody who is a rock star doesn't mean you just totally neglect them and pay all attention on people who aren't rock stars. So go ahead then and take whoever you are assigning a 3 to and highlight their name in the corresponding color. Remember, these are people who get it. They work hard, they want it, they're driven, they're motivated. You don't have to kick them in the ass to get them to go. They just understand, like, man, I know what this can do for my family or for me, and I want this, and I'm going to make this work. So you're going to assign those people with a 3. The people in the 2 category, those are people who are kind of in the middle. They kind of fall off and get back on, or they need a little bit more babysitting, per se. Those people are going to be a 2. Now your 1s, those are going to be your coaches who go inactive, active, go inactive, active. Those are also your discount coaches. So those coaches are going to be a 1. So just go ahead and highlight the people in the corresponding way. You're going to find that you're going to have not as many 3s as you're going to have 2s or 1s. And that's okay. And that's normal. It's not a reflection of you. It just means that you're going to have to add more coaches. If you want to be building this amazing business, you have to understand that you need to be adding people to your team. You need to be sharing this. And if you have the belief in your business, sharing this with people isn't going to be tough because you understand what it's done for you and you want to share it with other people. You are that excited that you sharing this opportunity to people is just second nature for you. So now what you want to do is you want to take out a calendar. So here we go. I got the month of November. And as you can see here, these, of course, are my 3s. In the blue are my 3s. And so what you want to do is each week you want to be reaching out to your 3s. So of course, depending upon your schedule, you could, if you have like 2 3s, you could talk to those 3s on the same day. I would give your 3s 45 minutes to an hour of your time. During your call with your 3s, whether it be an actual phone call, whether you're meeting up with them, whether you're Skyping them, you want to go over what their goals are. Hey, what are your goals? What have you done this past week to hit your goals? What are you doing in the following week to get closer to your goals? How can I help you? And then depending upon how that call goes, you're going to want to provide them with more action steps maybe that you feel can help them to get closer to whatever their goal is. So your 3s in general, those are going to be the coaches who are working towards a goal of being diamond, being emerald, but they're gung-ho. They have their eye on the prize. So you want to be working with those coaches once a week. Because if you help those coaches once a week, your time is not going wasted. Your efforts aren't falling on deaf ears. These people want it. These people want your attention. They deserve your attention because they're going to do something with all of the help that you're providing them with. So you want to provide those 3s attention weekly. So then what you have is your 2s. I recommend scheduling about 30 minutes every other week for your 2s. So if you have a lot of 2s, you could maybe do a conference call between all of your 2s, but you want to be discussing with your 2s what it is that they're doing, how it is that you can help them, and what it is that they need to be doing to push themselves to the next limit. A lot of times your 2s just need a little refining. whether that being they need more personal development, they need to be more consistent on the 3 vital behaviors. Your 2s are your people that you are going to be investing time in, but not as much as a 3, and you're not putting little effort into them like you would a 1. So those are your coaches that you are going to want to kind of, like hold their hand a little bit, but just still be there for them. Show them that you're there. So that is what your schedule is going to look like with your 2s. Now, if you have any 1s, I recommend just sending a text message, because those are probably people that aren't going to want to be pestered all the time. And in all honesty, like Danny Johnson says, you don't want to try to resuscitate a dead fish. They might be a dead fish. And those might be people who just they're not in the game right now. Who knows what's going on in their life. Maybe they still need to become a better person, or who knows what it might be. So your 1s are the coaches that you are going to want to text message, and you're just going to want to say, hey, how's it going? How's your workout going? Are you drinking your Shakeology daily? You want to just be there to be sure that they're staying active, because every coach is important in your downline. If they're staying active, that's going to help you still. Regardless, that's going to help benefit your team. It's going to benefit them, because if you're keeping on top of them accountability-wise, hey, how's your workout going? How's your Shakeology going? They know that you're there for them. You care more about them than just them being active. So you are seeing how their workout's going. You're seeing how you can help them if any way, shape, or form. And you never know, by you reaching out to them once a month, that could be the difference maker. That could be the thing that causes them to say, hey, you know what? Because of your accountability, because of your support, I've gotten results. I actually might want to start taking this seriously. So a 1 could become a 2, or become a 3. You never know. But you want to be extending a hand out to those 1s and letting them know that you're still there for them. You want to be checking in on them to be sure, like I said, that they're doing their workouts, they're drinking their Shakeology. And you also want to extend, like, hey, like we have a group starting up. I know that you're taking this, you're not really doing much with it, or you're a discount coach, that's totally fine. But I just wanted to offer this up to you. There's a Super Saturday event. You always want to offer those to them, because you never know. Like I said, I was a number 1 for about a year and a half, but my upline kept encouraging me, kept inviting me to do Team Cup challenges. She kept telling me about different Super Saturday events, and I think that little nudge was enough to show me that, man, all right, so I got the support from her. I see the other people doing this. I can do this myself. So don't just abandon discount coaches or people who go inactive and active. Keep tally on them. Keep in touch with them once a week, though. And I recommend doing it at the very beginning of the month, because that's one time where you're reaching out to them, finding out if they're still on their Shakeology, if they're still doing their workouts, and if they're in jeopardy of becoming inactive, it's still enough time for you to intervene and to do something. Maybe you could get them on board with a 3-day refresh, or something that's going to help reinvigorate them and keep them going and keep them holding the active status. So if you do this is going to help you to have some kind of clarity over your business. Map it out. Get out your calendar and map out when you're going to reach out to these people. By having some kind of system in place, you're not going to go nuts. It's going to allow you to have clarity over your business, and it's going to allow you to pass the system on to your team as well, because we all have people who fall off, go to the wayside, and you want to be an active coach and ensure that you yourself, you're doing whatever it takes to ensure that your business is running smoothly, and that you're providing enough help to these coaches to allow them to understand that you are here for them, more than just because they're holding a rank. So take my word for it, because I've been pretty crappy at this myself, and this is something that I'm implementing. Thanks to meeting up with somebody from corporate, they passed this down to me, and I'm passing it on to you, because if he's provided it to me, I know it works. And so I wanted to share that tip with you guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, happy Thanksgiving, and have a good one.